Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. We're going to go over some common ground here, some ground we've covered, but I've got a new take here. Why Avery Johnson will be better in 2025, and I've got 3 reasons. And I see some doubters out there. I see some people thinking he's not a good quarterback, and I'm telling you right now, this kid has an upside that is enormous. But he did have problems as a true sophomore. He did struggle at times in games, and there's some reasons why. The first reason, of course, is that he just made some mistakes. But there's other reasons at play here, and I'm going to get into them right after I remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We appreciate your support. Let's just keep growing this thing and keep expanding that algorithm. Number one's obvious. Avery Johnson started 12 games in the regular season last year. 13 if you add in the bowl game, and then it's 14 if you add in the 2023 bowl game, which was, of course, the Pop-Tarts Bowl. 14 starts under his belt, and he's learned a lot, but he hasn't had a lot of time to absorb those lessons until now. And I think you're going to see a guy who is better educated at the job, recognizing defenses pre-snap, maybe getting through his reads and the progressions a little bit better. People act like these are easy things to do, and they're not. They're easy to do if you don't have a bunch of linemen rushing at you and a bunch of noise and things going on around you. And he's got to get better, no doubt, and he will. He's also better physically prepared for the wear and tear. So Avery as a player is going to be better. We know that. That just happens with experience and aging. Item 2, his offensive line last year, particularly the tackles, did not protect him very well. He spent a lot of time on the move and uncomfortable. He really had problems getting into a comfort, and it's not about establishing himself in the pocket. It's about establishing himself in control of the play and not running for his life. He made some mistakes in those situations, and other times he was brilliant in getting out of trouble. But he was hit too often. He was pursued too often. It got sloppy at the tackle play. There's a reason why K-State kept running DJ Giddens between the guards, because the guards in the center were all delivering last year. Now, with the transfer portal players coming in, 4 total along the offensive line, along with the returning players, I think this offensive line is going to be much better. It might take a while to gel, to come together, to get all your dance moves down together as a fivesome, but they're going to be better. They just have better tools to work with. And item 3, which is huge and obvious to a lot of people, the receivers let him down, let everyone down at times last year. 1, they didn't consistently catch the ball. 2, they didn't consistently run their routes as designed. And that, on occasion, caused Avery to throw the ball in a place that fans thought he was just throwing it in the wrong place. No, he was throwing it in the right place. The receiver was breaking to the wrong place. You've got some pass plays that are just pure timing. You got to trust your receiver. He's going to put that foot in the ground and make that cut and be where he's supposed to. And they let him down at times, and it was frustrating. This group of receivers, I'm told, is very consistent. They're veteran, they know how to do their job, and they've been doing it quite well in practice. Practice is different, I get that. But another thing they've been doing is blocking downfield, being physical. And these receivers last year, the receiving crew that they had last year, would just give up on plays and not block. Running plays, designed running plays, sometimes Avery would be scrambling, and they would not block the guy right in front of them, and the play would be destroyed. That stuff's got to stop, and I think it will. And those are the 3 reasons why I think Avery Johnson will be better. 1, he's more experienced and bigger. 2, he's got a retooled offensive line that should give him great protection and an understanding of what's going on downfield with clear vision. And 3, the receivers are going to catch, they're going to block, and they're going to do their job better than a year ago. Hope it all adds up to a successful season, because I'm just going to say it. If the defense is good and Avery Johnson is great, it's because everyone around Avery Johnson on the offensive side of the ball is doing its job too. And this team is going to rock and roll in 25.